boots on the ground, putting it down. Get up, get up. I got something to tell you. I don't think they want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's best-selling author Mickey D with The Scoop. I want to thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be on your electronic device, my friends. I hope you and your family are safe during this COVID-19, this coronavirus pandemic. My friends, I wish you all well. As you know, The Scoop is for your entertainment and your education only. I'm not a stockbroker. I'm not a money manager. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an author. I write books. My books can be found on Amazon.com. You can get the audiobook, paperback book, or the ebook, my friends. We write mainly about the marijuana sector, my friends. But as you know, our sector has been in a bear market for the last year and a half or so. My friends, you can get any of the books. You be on top of it when we pull out of this bear market, which may be pretty soon, my friends. You never know, my friends. You can go to your local library when the pandemic is over. You can go to the bookstore when the pandemic is over. But if you can't wait till then, my friends, just go to Amazon.com and they'll have it to you in a day or two, my friends. Amazon.com. You can get the audiobook, the paperback book, or you can immediately listen to the ebook. Watch the ebook, my friends, or listen to the audiobook, that is. If you want any of the books, just let me know and I'll get them for you, my friends. I'll make sure you have at least a copy of the audiobook, because there's a lot of stuff out there that we'll be covering, especially from marijuana today, vanadium and uranium tomorrow, stocks to get in, hold, and grow rich. We'll be talking about a lot of those stocks in there, my friends. The marijuana stocks, the uranium stocks, the vanadium stocks. We'll be talking about all of those. My friends, today, for the most part, it was an update. The Dow, S&P, NASDAQ, everybody went up today. It was a good day. The marijuana stocks today went up. There were some that went down. We look at Canopy as some of the leaders. Canopy was up 5%. Let's see if it can go up above its 50-day moving average. Right now, it's kind of sitting on its 50-day. We'll see. Afria was up 5% also. Let's see what it can do. It's hopped over its 50-day. Innovative Industrial Properties right on its 50-day, my friends. We'll see what it can do. GW Pharma just under $100, just under its 50-day moving average. We'll see what it can do, my friends. As that market develops, and we were in very early on a lot of these companies. Big news out there, they did a split, Aurora. I don't like reverse splits or anything like that, my friends. We'll talk about it at another time. I can't stand companies that do reverse splits. As you see, my CV61, USS Ranger, my friends, we're at war right now with this COVID-19, my friends, and there's a lot of us out there. Carriers. I served on a carrier. John Palamy served on a carrier. The Midway Actionable Intelligence Alert. His newsletter, great newsletter. Keep up the good work, John. Also, my friends, the USS Roosevelt in the United States. USS Roosevelt, over 500, almost 600 men and women on that ship, aircraft carrier, have gotten coronavirus. That's a real bad thing out there, my friends. But my friends, I want to talk to you about these raging bulls right now. And friends, we're going to reach a time when we'll have bull markets in the cannabis stocks. We'll have bull markets in our gold stocks, our uranium stocks, and our Bitcoin stocks. We'll all be in full-blown bull markets all at the same time. It's going to happen. And this has happened before for me. It had to be in the early 2000s or so, when I had all my stocks were like going up. It was just like bull. Everything was in a bull market. And it was, hip hip hooray, light the cigar and it's politically incorrect nowadays. But whatever you like the joint is more, well, whatever, have a good time, have a drink or what have you, my friends, because we're getting ready to have some roaring, raging bull markets here, my friends. Especially like you see what's going on in gold, the fluctuation in gold and all. Gold's going up. Our little stocks in gold, I gave you 10 of them in here. This is not this is a little mini book that has the names of the companies in there. You need the names of the companies. my friends. Those gold stocks have done exceptionally well here, and but they still have a long way to go. Gold was in a bear market for a very, very long time. It's coming out, and it's going to be a raging bull market, my friends. You got uranium right now. We're focusing on some of our uranium stocks right now. You've got the uranium stocks right now. Uranium right now, my friends. When we last spoke, it was $27.50 a pound. It's now over $31 a pound. It hasn't been this high in the last 4 years or so. It's got like it's really looks like it's taking off. I told you there might be a price spike in it. No, I wouldn't call this a price spike, but I would call it a slow, controlled upward movement here. What's happening? Shutting down mines. Due to coronavirus, mines are being shut down all over the world. We told you about Russia and Kazakhstan. People don't like my Russian. So anyway, some of those mines there, we're talking about an area that's controlling a lot of the production, a lot of the uranium production in the world. We're talking about also when you go down to Africa there, we're talking about mines, once again, that are really, controlling a lot of the world's uranium. And there's a lot of the world's gold also. So that's definitely a catalyst right now. And Cigar Lake in Canada, up in Saskatchewan, has said, hey, we're going to close indefinitely. So they'll let people know when that happens. But the spot price, my friends, is inching up. It's inching up. So we'll see. A couple weeks ago, I plugged my nose and I bought uranium stocks, and that was a good move. Also, my friends, that those stocks in unison, those stocks were going up over their 21-day moving averages. Then recently, a lot of them went over their 50-day moving averages. Now they're going over their 21-day, their 200-day moving averages. So you technical analysts out there, you guys can appreciate that. And everything is a go on the indicators with some of these uranium stocks. In fact, with most of them, my friends. Who's left from a multi-year bear market? These are going to be the winners that are left right now. You'd like to see that list, wouldn't you? I'll tell you here how we can. I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up with that list, my friends. We'll see how we can do with that sector, my friends. Also, you guys know what's going on. Like I said, with cannabis, you know what's going on right now. We anticipate, bucking up against their 50-day, that resistance, and they may be coming right back down. We'll see. That's not written in stone, my friends. We'll see how that goes, and we'll see how uranium goes. Also, Bitcoin right now is about 7,000 or so, 6,800, give or take $200 or so in that range, my friends. We're waiting for the halvening of Bitcoin next month. We do believe that we're just within 30 days or so of that taking place, or a little less. But anyway, when that takes place, my friends, we think that the price from there is going to go up. Is it going to accelerate up? Of course not. But it's going to inch up, and we believe that our stocks, which control a lot of Bitcoin, our companies have a lot of Bitcoin, those companies will do well, my friends. That's what we anticipate right now. Shout out to you guys that have been right on the money. A lot of you have, especially Troy. Troy's been all on it. This Bonterra Resources, he's just been all on the gold trade and uranium trade. Kudos to him. Congratulations, bro. He's been all on it. So he's done an exceptional job here, my friends. But as these stocks approach their 200-day moving averages and go over their 200-day moving averages, we expect in uranium, we expect the spot price to go up a little higher. We're calling for a spot price of roughly, and don't hold us to this, my friends, but we are looking at it going up to around $45 or so before Thanksgiving. Now, that's just a rough call out there, my friends. It can go to $45 on a spike in 3 weeks. Who knows? You keep these mines closed and you say they're going to be closed, and the reserves run, the supply chain is screwed up, tighter and tighter and tighter supply. You never know what's going to happen with a small market like uranium. You never really know, my friends. Like I wasn't in position the last time when it ran up to $140 a pound, almost 140. I'll be in position. I am in position now, my friends. So we get a run in uranium, and it'll be a lifetime event for many of us, and we will be able to take advantage of it, my friends. My friends, shout out to my cousin. She lost her husband. Love you. God bless you. It's never a good thing to lose someone in your family, someone close, a husband or wife or what have you. My friends. Shout out to Permanent Pam, new subscriber in Los Angeles. We appreciate you. We appreciate all our subscribers all over the world. We hope things are going well with you. Our subscribers over in Southeast Asia, over in Europe, Megan in Spain. Hey, we our thoughts and prayers are with you guys. We hope you really make it out of this, as it's with all of us right now. We're going through our peak right now with this coronavirus. It hasn't been easy for anyone, any country or anyone. It has not been easy. It's been really, really rough, my friends. But I want to tell you that our thoughts and our prayers are with you and your family, and we just wish you well, my friends. Even those sailors, those men and women in uniform out there on the ocean, whether you're in the desert, no matter where you are, my friends, we wish you well. If you're on the USS Roosevelt, like I said, the Roosevelt has been hit really, really hard. That port call in Vietnam has to be questioned. It has to be, But I can tell you, as a sailor, and I'm sure John will be with me on this, when we didn't like to miss port calls, and we had an incident when I was out to sea. I don't know if you guys remember, we had to back up the USS New Jersey, which was a battleship, the New Jersey. Well, I was out to sea, and our embassy in Beirut got bombed. You guys may remember in I believe it was 82, 83 or so, our embassy got bombed, and we lost like over 200 Marines. Well, we were woken up, general quarters, all hands man your battle stations, and we went into alert that day because there were other threats on us by the strongman Ayatollah Khomeini during that time, one of the Iranian strongmen during that time. So we went into battle motion during that time, and we were headed to Australia. So Australia was waiting for us, and we were going to have a great port call in Australia. No, it doesn't happen that way, my friends. Sometimes things happen, and the commanding officer has to make a call. And we're going to skip this, and at the request of, at the time it was President Reagan, we had to before we were going to do our thing, we had to turn around and come right on back, because we were the backup to the USS New Jersey, and the USS New Jersey did the bombing in Lebanon then. Oh, Mickey D, you were involved in something like that? That's crazy. But it was terrible. We lost all those Marines, and it was just, you could see the smoldering of the embassy there when we were just miles away from it, and you could see it was such a horrid event, in the history of our country. As we looked on, as that was, you could see the smoldering days later. It was horrid, my friends. It was horrible. That incident there when we lost those over 200 Marines at the barracks there in Lebanon. That was horrid. But we did manage to do what we had to do as military men, and we never did go back to that port call. I say that to say sometimes the commanding officer has to make a call, and whether it was a wise call for the USS Roosevelt during a pandemic, to pull into Vietnam to get some relief for those sailors and airmen, which wanted relief. Of course, we don't want to miss a port call. You know, they say we're going to Hawaii, we're all in. We're going to Korea, we're all in. No matter where we go, we're all in because we like to go on the sea. Think about it. You're on a ship for months. You see no one. You get a visit from Bob Hope, or you get a visit from the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. I mean, that's really not going to cut it. So you want to go out and you want to eat some food and you want to intermingle with people in another country and stuff, and you want to just have a good time. Think about if you were on a submarine underwater for, you know, and all I'm talking a little bit too much. All carriers have a battle group, and they have, you know, we have subs we even have animals. We have dolphins with us, you know, because of the sonar. And, you know, it's really, it's tough. I'll just leave it at that, my friends. It's tough, and it was a tough call. And now they've got coronavirus spread all over the ship because the sailors, of course, went out in Vietnam. And I'm not blaming it on Vietnam. Don't get it twisted now. I'm not saying it's Vietnam's fault, or I'm not saying it's the Navy's fault. I'm not saying it's anyone's fault, my friends. I'm saying things happen, and we have a pandemic, and we all have to look out for one another. That's what I'm saying, my friends. That said, love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family, my friends. I didn't mean to bring back any memories of that day in Beirut, Lebanon, when we lost those Marines. And I could still, my eyes are still looking at that particular smoldering of a building, my friends. And I'll remember that for the rest of my life. I'll remember that sight of seeing that day. That was terrible, my friends. That was terrible. That's why we need a strong military, my friends. We do need a strong military. God bless all you veterans out there that have served in the military. You're being called on right now to fight coronavirus. Thank you for answering the call. God bless you and your family, my friends. The next video is coming up right now.